news update coming in. This is a CNN News 18 mega exclusive. Zakir Naik, the controversial preacher, remember, has been in Pakistan and has made some statements as well, including, and I quote, saints used to eat beef in India. Beef ban is a political issue. It's got nothing to do with religion. And I'm going to be surprised to see a law in the country where you see these instances taking place, but you have instances of rape taking place, but there is a beef ban for 5 years. So that's the kind of parallel that he's really attempted to draw, once again making controversial statements while in Pakistan. Now remember, there's been a huge controversy in India. Most certainly hasn't taken this development well, because he's a man wanted in India, a controversial hate preacher, making these comments against India while in Pakistan. He's spoken of saints in a poor light. He says saints used to eat beef in India. He's then gone on to comment on beef ban and how this is a political issue. It really doesn't have anything to do with religion. And thereafter makes it worse by talking about certain law and order instances in our country and drawing that absolutely uncalled for comparison. We first up listen in to this controversial speech.
तो ये जो बीफ बैन है, ये भी पॉलिटिकल इशू है, क्योंकि करोड़ों की तादाद में हिंदू भी खाते, नॉनवेज भी खाते, मटन भी खाते, बीफ भी खाते, उनकी किताबों में लिखा हुआ है। तो अगर आप ये इशू देखेंगे तो उनके मजहबी किताबों में लिखा है कि संतों ने गोश्त खाया और गाय भी खाई। आप समझे ना? तो ये पॉलिटिकल इशू है और ये कुछ स्टेट में काफी सालों से बैंड है। अभी नई गवर्नमेंट आने की वजह से और स्टेटों में पाबंदी लगा दी, कम से कम 8 या उससे ज्यादा पाबंदी लगा गई। और ये क्या, और कुछ मुल्कों में पाबंदी है कि अगर आप खाएंगे तो 5 साल सजा। आप सोचिए, अगर आप लड़की को मोलेस्ट करते हैं, उसको छेड़ते हैं, उसके साथ गलत बर्ताव करते हैं तो 3 साल की सजा। गाय का गोश्त खाएंगे 5 साल। तो ये मेरे हिसाब से कोई भी लॉजिक के हिसाब से साथ ही रहा, मुझसे पूछेंगे तो ये जो बीफ बैन है, ये भी पॉलिटिकल इशू है, क्योंकि करोड़ों की तादाद में हिंदू भी खाते, नॉनवेज भी खाते, मटन भी खाते, बीफ भी खाते, उनकी किताबों में लिखा हुआ है। तो अगर आप ये इशू देखेंगे तो उनके मजहबी किताबों।
And now moving on to more information that we're picking up as per top government sources. Now, do remember that here's a man who's made these controversial statements time and again, but here's a fugitive wanted by the Enforcement Directorate, the NI and other agencies in India. Talking about his background a little bit further, intel sources, of course, of the opinion that it's surprising that the Pakistan Prime Minister wanted to meet an accused. We do know about the position, the Indian position on Zakir Naik. Pakistan ISI gave clearance. That's really what happened. That's what really ensured, enabled his presence in Pakistan, following which he went ahead and made another set of controversial remarks in Pakistan. Pakistan ISI was the one to give clearance to Zakir Naik, which of course is on expected lines. So top government sources most certainly trying to piece together the manner in which this was enabled on part of Pakistan. I want to go across to Anand Narasimhan joining us on the phone line with more. Anand, we do know about India's position on Zakir Naik. India wasn't quite surprised by the manner in which this red carpet was extended to this hate preacher, but he goes to Pakistan and makes absolutely controversial remarks once again against India there.
Well, whether his remarks are controversial or not, this person has got no fund or faculty to talk about Bharat's Samvidhan and Bharat's way of life, sitting in Pakistan. If he really wants to do it, let him come and face the law here. Let him come to Delhi and make these comments. That's what we would invite him to do, because he's on the run. He's a fugitive. He's a wanted man. Even in Pakistan, Zakir Naik refused to even felicitate young girls, achievers, which Pakistan finds perfectly normal to do, but Mr. Zakir Naik refused to even and walked off the stage. So he's such a radical, gone fellow that that's the reason why for all the kind of hate and venom that he has spewed, even he's been rejected by nations, many Muslim nations. Pakistan's action like this is purely on the basis of trying to instigate a needle Bharat. We don't need to give any fund or faculty or any kind of weight or importance to what this person says, because he's a wanted terrorist who's a fugitive. He is on the run. He does not have the gumption or the guts to come to Bharat. Can he come to Delhi and then address a press conference and face the law of the land? He won't. So that's the case. And for the ISI, they have a penchant for harboring criminals and terrorists. So from Dawood Ibrahim to Hafiz Saeed to Salahuddin to Zakir Naik, it's something which is writ large. Hope the world is watching that how Pakistan continues to justify itself as a terror haven or a haven for wanted elements, and it covets and rolls out the red carpet for radicals. It's not moderate, it's not sensible, and it's not sensitive in the at all. And the fact is that it is mocking international law and convention brazenly and openly. Now, it's up to Bharat to deal with such elements on its own. And many would say that it should take inspiration from certain entities in West Asia who are defending their sovereignty and their integrity to the fullest, and going to the farthest corners to account for those who have tried to challenge a nation's sovereignty. So now it is for Bharat to see how it continues to react to this kind of an overture or an action by the Pakistanis. Pakistan clearly does not want to talk peace. It does not want to walk on the path of peace and harmony with Bharat. It is continuing to draw up hostilities. It can't fight us out in the open. It's been beaten black and blue. It's got no money to even fund its own projects, and it is going around with a begging bowl. And all it can do is indulge in such activities, which is only going to further push its own people, its own populace, its common people on the path to radicalization. And that is never good for a nation. So it is for Pakistan to decide, is this the fate that they want to decide for themselves. As far as Bharat is concerned, Bharat's position is very clear. This person is one wanted fugitive. To any nation that harbors a wanted fugitive or welcomes a wanted fugitive is a cause for concern for Bharat, and they will raise it at the right fora. Whatever his opinion, etc., so a totally deviant mind can only make deviant utterances. So why give any credence to that?
Oh yes, absolutely. Not just, it didn't stop at just extending the red carpet or rolling out the red carpet for him. The Pakistani establishment made it a point to give him state protection as well. But many thanks, Anand, for joining us with the latest. This most certainly is questionable. The Indian position on this perhaps is going to become clearer in days to come. We need to quickly shift our attention for now to more breaking news update coming in. We were just breaking down